Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty78609, live and in color, and what I want to talk about today is smartphones. Recently, I ordered a Pixel 3a. I ordered it about 6 days ago. It's going to be delivered today, and what I've decided is I'm not going to keep the Pixel 3a. I'm not going to refuse the delivery. I'm just going to let them deliver it, and then I'll take it to the UPS or FedEx place and return it. And I'll have to pay a $35 restocking fee. The Google Pixel 3a delivered here is $435. Why did I decide not to keep it? Well, I'll tell you. They gave me too much time to think. I went on the internet and I've watched probably 15 reviews of the Pixel 3a. I have watched the video quality, the picture quality, etc. But let me say this. Whenever anyone gets ready to purchase a smartphone, they better know what they need it for. Not what anybody else uses it for, but what you're going to use it for. It's just like buying a car. Do you need a big car, a little car, a fast car, a slow car, electric car, fuel car, whatever? You know, there's 50,000 different options. Well, that's an exaggeration, but a lot of different options, and all these cell phones, and there are different qualities of everything, and you have to know what you need, not what you want. Because if you want the latest fancy thing, or a fancy Apple, or a fancy Samsung, or a Pixel, whatever, you're looking at $1,000 in that range. Do you need that? I guarantee you, probably 90% of the people don't use half the features that are on those phones. They could get by with what I've got, and I'm making this video on is an LG G4 made in 2015. In fact, on my computer right now, I have up a comparison comparing the LG G4 and the Google Pixel 3a, and the differences are just about like this, okay? You know, you'd think there'd be a lot of significant differences. Really, the significant differences are in the favor of the old LG G4 that you can get on Amazon right now for anywhere from $60 to $125. And but anyway, I'll just go down this comparison, because after watching all of those video reviews on YouTube by people that know smartphones, I came to the conclusion that, you know, all I want to do is, you know, get good quality videos driving and sitting here at home. I've done about 3,500 videos on YouTube using phones of less than $200, and I do driving videos, walk-in videos, all kind of stuff. And I've never had anyone say, "Oh man, the video quality is so crappy that I just can't stand to watch it, so I'm going somewhere else." Never, never. The only time I had that complaint is when I got a Pixel 2. Google sent me for some reason. I guess it was a mistake, and I tried it, and the video quality would make you dizzy. And the reason it was is because there's so many settings on the video and the picture quality that I didn't have it set right. I'm sure it was my fault. I'll take the blame for that. But having said that, with the LG G4 and some of the other cheap stuff that I've used, the Samsung little cheapo thing, $85, $90, or they'll give them to you, whatever, whenever you take the service at some of these places. The video is just as good to me. The good thing about the LG G4 is it has image stabilization. It has that feature, then the same Google Pixel 3a has the same feature. But you know, I'm just going to scan down this right now, and you'll see the now. One of them's a $400 phone, and one of them is less than $100. The LG G4 has a 5.5-inch screen. The Pixel 3a has a 5.6. Whoa! Is that worth $400? No, or $300, whatever it happens to be. Resolution on the LG G4 is 1440 by 2560 pixels, and on the Pixel 3a it's 1080 by 2220. I mean, actually you've got more pixels on the LG G4. Okay, and then the pixel density on the LG G4 is 538 ppi, and on the Pixel 3a is 444 ppi. Hello, you know what I mean? Now here's a difference, a biggie. I mean, I know everybody knows the difference between these two. The technology, one of them is IPS LCD and the other one's OLED. Huh? Does that make any difference? I looked it up on the internet and it didn't make any difference to me. Screen to body ratio, what the hell does that mean? Do I care about that? Peak brightness, you know, basically can you see it outside? You can see this one outside, but one of the complaints about the Pixel 3a is you can't. So you're paying $400 for a phone. I'm not knocking the Pixel 3a or any of the Pixel products or Samsung or Apple or any of them. I'm just saying that define what you need. What I want and need is a phone I can use as a phone, say, hello, how are you doing? And also make videos like I'm doing right now. This is being done with an LG G4, all right? And one of the problems I had when I had the Pixel 2 was if there was any other lights on in the room for some other, you'd get all kind of distortion. Anyway, enough said about that. The main camera on the LG G4 is 16 megapixels, and the single camera, the main camera on the Pixel 3a is 12.2. So it's in that respect it's a better camera, but in other ways the Pixel 3a is better. It's talked about the aperture size, f1.8, same as the Pixel 3a. Focal length 28 millimeters, same as the Pixel 3a. Sensor size 1/2 0.6 inch as opposed to 1/2 0.55 inch. Big deal. And then the pixel size on the LG G4, the pixel size on the LG G4 is 1.12, whatever that measurement is, and then the pixel size on the Pixel 3a is 1.4. Is that a big difference? Didn't to me. And then it talks about video recording, and both of them have optical image stabilization. The LG G4 has continuous autofocus, and the Pixel 3 has digital image stabilization as well as optical, and that may make some difference, I'm not sure. Anyway, the front cameras, both of them are 8 megapixels. The dimensions are basically the same. The weight, oh my God, listen to this. The LG G4 weighs 0.30 ounces more. 0.3 of an ounce more than the LG G4. Now that could be a deal breaker right there. Come on. The materials, both of them are plastic. The Pixel 3 has a fingerprint thing. I never use them anyway. The colors are blah blah different thing. It's got both of them have headphones, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. The LG G4 also has an FM stereo radio, and the Pixel 3 doesn't. They both have noise cancellation. Great. Now here's a big difference. Now this is going to be true for all the top of the line phones. Okay, they have these specs that they throw out there that sound like, oh, I gotta have that. Well, if you're into gaming, or maybe you're using your smartphone in business for a lot of cutesy stuff where you've got 10 windows or 10 apps running at the same time, you may need this stuff and you may notice a difference. But again, my point is, define what you need. Okay, not what somebody else needs, but what you need. You don't want a dump truck hauling a spoonful of dirt. Okay, you understand? And that's basically what I would be getting with the Pixel 3a or any of them, because I use about 1/100th of all the features that they have and the things they can do. Now that's me, not you. You do what you do, I do what I do. But anyway, the system chip, the LG G4 has a Snapdragon 808, and the Pixel 3a has a Snapdragon 670. Okay, the processor is a hexa-core 18 megahertz in 1800 megahertz in the LG G4, and in the Pixel 3a it's octa-core 2000 megahertz. Yeah, so you got a little more speed. Okay, and you got 3 gigabytes of RAM on the LG G4, 4 gigabytes of RAM in the Pixel 3a, and that's not much as far as a top of the line phone. That's not much at all. But that's fine with me. I'm not gaming. Okay, I'm not doing things that require a lot of speed and RAM. The internal storage on the LG G4 is 32 gigabytes. Not much, but you can expand it using a micro SD up to 2 terabytes, 2,000 gigabytes. All right, is that good? Hell yeah. On the Pixel 3a, you've got 64 gigabytes, and it's not expandable. There is no SD card on the Pixel 3a. The way they get around that is they say, we're going to give you the free storage in the cloud for your videos and all this, and and then it depends on what quality they store them in and all that kind of stuff. But for me, mine's fine. I mean, I got a 64 gigabyte SD card, and I'm good to go. And then you talk about Wi-Fi, USB, and all that stuff. and the sensors. The sensors are identical: accelerometer, gyroscope, compass, barometer. Both of them have that. And then we'll go down here, and then it talks about LTE and all that stuff, all the same. And then we get down to the battery capacity. They have the same size battery, 3,000 milliamps. Okay, now I will admit this though, based on what I've watched on the reviews, the Pixel 3a battery lasts a long time. The LG G4 was approved in July 16, 2015, and the Pixel 3a was February 25th, 2019. So basically, it's 4 years, quote, newer. Does that matter? I mean, if you get a car with no miles on it, it doesn't matter. I mean, basically. But now here's something else I noticed. The FCC measured SAR, which is specific absorption ratio. That's, in other words, how much radiation or microwave crap you're absorbing if you have it close to your body. For the head on the LG G4 is 0.75. On the Pixel 3a, it's 1.15. That's 50% more, or 60 actually. And then on the body, it's quadrupled. On the body of the LG G4, it's 0.38, and on the Pixel 3a, it's 1.13. And that people don't take that into consideration, but if you're talking on a phone a lot and you're holding it up to your head or whatever, most people put it on speakerphone. I understand that, and that's the best way to do it. But for $435, basically $335 more, I don't need it. You know what I mean? And I'm going to give you some more info, and then I'll end this video. The ratings, user reviews on the LG G4 is 4.0, and it's got thousands of reviews. Of course, it's been out a long time. The Pixel 3a only has about 1,500, and it's a 4.7 review. But of course, it's new, and that has a lot to do with the review quality there. But here's something else. It says here, no Gorilla Glass on the Pixel 3a. All right, well, there's Gorilla Glass on the LG G4. It's using, it's called a Shy Dragon Tail, whatever. That's the screen, or the glass that they use for the screen on the Pixel 3a. And it's not much difference. I read the deal on that, and it shows that it's okay. It's not bad. Okay, it's just it's a step down from apparently Gorilla Glass. But again, guys, I guess the whole point of the video, I keep saying this. Whenever you get ready to buy a cell phone, and I know most people don't understand the technicalities of it. I'm 74 years old. I know my age group doesn't for sure. When they go to Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, and they go in there, the salesmen go, yippee! We'll sell them the mother load, and they do. I mean, I know some people that have, Apple phones and Samsung phones that cost them close to $1,000. They don't even talk on their phone. They don't even use it. They're not watching YouTube videos and stuff, and they're not doing a lot of texting and using a lot of apps and stuff. They're just waiting for somebody to call them. You got me? They got $1,000 sitting there. You understand? Another thing, I might have said this. I'll say it again. The Pixel 3a does not have a removable battery. Is that a negative? Those batteries don't last forever. I mean, I can tell you right now, this battery of mine is gone. My LG, I ordered a new one today. It's about $10. The ones you order, the replacement batteries, are no good either. I've had other replacement batteries, and they'll last you about 6 or 8 months. But it's cheaper than spending $450 on a new smartphone. But again, all you guys that are if you're in your 60s and you're a techie or whatever, that's great. But if you're in whatever age group and you're not, be aware that you can get by with a very inexpensive phone for basic use. I watch YouTube videos on my smartphone occasionally, not often. And also, I listen to music sometimes. The speakers aren't that great, but the Pixel 3a speakers aren't that good either. They're a little, quote, tinny. And what else can I tell you? before you go out and spend $500 to $1,000 on a smartphone, sit down and write down, what do I actually use my smartphone for? And know that. Once you know that, then you can define the specs that will accomplish those objectives. In other words, if you want good call quality, you need a phone with good call quality, right? You're going to be using your phone outside, you need one you can see the screen when you're outside. Genius, you know what I mean? And if you use your phone a lot, having a quick charge deal, or whatever they call it, where you set it on a little brick or something, I can't remember what they call it, but yeah, it's just a fast charge thing. Yeah, that may be great. I would never run my phone down if I didn't do videos. Doing videos and uploading videos is the primary use of this phone. I rarely get phone calls. Sometimes I get a call from a telemarketer, and I talk to them because I ain't got anybody else to talk to anyway. And what else? Every now and then I get a text. I probably don't text 50 times in a month. I bet I don't text 30 times in a month. You know what I mean? And as far as phone time, I bet I don't talk on the phone 150 minutes a month. So you see what my usage is. My usage primarily is just doing videos, and that's it. And for everything else, I use my laptop. Another quick caveat, and then I'll shut up. A lot of people do a lot of things with their smartphone, and they have all their banking information on there. They have their nobody's telling how many apps they have on there. They have a lot of personal information. Why don't you just leave those on your laptop at home and use your phone just for what it's designed to be used for? And if you need to do some banking, like depositing a check by taking a picture, download the app, take the picture, and then back it off. Why? Because if somebody hacks into your phone while you're standing at the checkout counter at some coffee house, because they can walk up behind you and steal all the data off your phone, and you don't even feel the pain. And particularly if you go into a coffee shop somewhere and you get on their quote Wi-Fi, goodbye. But anyway, having said that, guys, save yourself some money. Take the time to define what you need, not want. Adios amigos. Bye bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission. Doesn't cost you 1 penny. What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight. How? Because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. And the only way to lose weight is what? Eat less. That's it, guys. I hate to tell you, but that's it. That's the latest news. And then what else? Stretch, 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 swivel, 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 walk, walk, walk. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you may live a little healthier for a longer period of time. Won't that be wonderful? And these are free. You don't have to go to the doctor for that. And here's another one. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Ned or negative Nancy get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes. This is your consciousness. This is where all your thoughts are formed, all your memories and everything are in there. And if you dump trash in there or a lot of negativity, you're not going to get a good result. So having said that, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. Adios amigos. And be sure before you go to buy you another phone, whether you do it over the internet or go to the store, doesn't matter, define what you need. You'll be surprised at what you can get for $100. Anyway, adios amigos. Bye-bye.